Hello and welcome back to the old school Ironman. Last episode picked up a couple of really nice items, the occult necklace from Thermi and void for both the ranged and melee. This episode I'm going to start off with some skilling. I was doing some herb runs between episodes and noticed that I was very close to 99 farming, and I remembered that I promised myself about a couple months ago that I would get the farmer's hat before 99 farming, so I pushed it off as long as I could and I trucked it over to the Tithe farm. It's only about 75 points for the hat, so spent an hour here, 3 games in total getting all the fruit grown. You can also buy the rest of the outfit, but I don't think it's worth it as I'm already going to be 99 farming, and I do not want to spend another 3 to 4 hours here for XP past 99. I think if you're early game and you're doing Tithe to get up to hard contracts from the farming guild, it might be worth it. But for anyone past 82 farming, which is the minimum level you can boost with pies for hard contracts, I would not bother past the hat, as the hat is used for an elite clue stash. So, yay, clues! There is level 99 farming. This is one of the greatest skill capes in the game. Clearly in the S tier, maybe the bottom of the S tier, but still in the S tier among the 99 skill capes. But I'll get into that after the tree run. I am chopping down these trees and looting the roots because I am down bad for antidote pluses right now. And I need them for the next thing I'm going to be doing. And I really don't have a reliable source of them yet, as I'm delaying Zulrah till after the Bofa. You can purchase the skill cape of farming from Marvin the Master Gardener in Draenor for 99k. And this skill cape does 2 great things. First off, on herb runs, it gives a 5% chance of not using a life when harvesting, basically increasing all the yield on your herb runs. I think it ends up being like a couple extra herbs over the course of a whole run. So really small, but if I do 100 of those, that's 200 extra herbs. But the real big part about the cape is the ability to teleport to the farming guild as a one-click infinite teleport. I think it's now my best one-click infinite bank, and it has quick access to my house via the spirit tree, which will be really good when I'm not on normal spellbook, basically making house tabs not as needed as they currently are for Arceus or Ancient Magics based gameplay. Oh, that took forever. I got the Ancient Tablet on kill 30. Note that this is a 1 in 10 drop, so I was even 3 times drop rate on that. It's such a nice quality of life item to get. With the tablet added to the Xeric's Talisman, I can now select Xeric's Honor, which will teleport me right here to Chambers much faster than taking the mine carts from Lova, which is what I've been doing. Okay, I have all my herbs ready to be made into unfinished potions. I am so happy this exists, as I'd gladly dump my entire cash stack to get out of making unfinished potions. At the same time, Wesley exists, and he can do the same thing, but with crushable items. He can crush any crushable item for 50 GP each. So thank you, Wesley. I am very happy you exist. And now all I need to do is make all of these potions. Good luck me. This level feels so good. It's a culmination of months of herb runs and secondary gathering, and this is just a level I'm so happy for. I can make super combat potions without boosting, and I can make the strongest overloads in raids, which means at this point I can technically raid with mains without having to worry about not having an overload plus for Ulm gimping my points. On top of that, I can boost for some new potions. Notably at 94, I can make anti-venom pluses, which is what I was doing this grind for primarily, as I want anti-venoms to take down Vorkath. I still have about 300 ranging pots to make, so might as well start making a dent into 91 Herblore and beyond. The Western Province Diary is a little weird in the fact that completing the lower tier diaries helps you complete the higher tier diaries as chompies become quicker. With that in mind, I went ahead and completed the medium and hard diary exclusive of the chompy task, and there is only one hard task left, and that is to get a Zulrah kill. This might take me a bit. I have done Zulrah on Leagues about a year ago, but that was on Leagues and it was basically AFKing. But past that, I have no experience at this boss. I do have on my best mage range setup, and I'm just going to hope for the best. Just barely made it. Took me 4 attempts, but the kill is done. It's definitely doable. I just need to get better at knowing like where to stand, what to attack with, getting my switches done quickly without losing ticks, but sub 3-minute kill. And I am now ready for chompies, and it's time to take him down. A little tip that was shown to me is that this boy over here, Uglagnar, has a shop that sells Iki trees, but in order to unlock it, you need to give him a Resilium's Bomb. So I just use it on him, and you're like, hey, I made this really cool potion. Can you replicate it and sell it to me? And he's like, sure, dog, I got you. So now I can buy the logs, which will save me a bunch of time chopping logs. I have killed 128 chompies. Now I am a chompy master and can claim some hats and complete the medium diary. The medium diary itself doesn't actually give a lot, but it's still a 7500 Herblore XP lamp. But with the medium diary, there is now a 50% chance that when chompies spawn, that 2 will spawn, up from 25% with the easy. So more chompies per hour means faster chompy kills for the diary. 305 chompies down. Maybe took an hour or so to get from medium to hard. But let's go claim those harder. With that, we get the Western Banner 3, and that item is useless, but the rewards alongside it are huge. Arguably the biggest PVM diary out there. It allows us to upgrade Void to Elite Void, giving a higher prayer bonus and damage bonus. It also allows you to buy a Crystal Halberd, which is a great special attack weapon, and it gives access to the private Red Chin Hunter Ground if I ever want to train Hunter that way. All in all, just an absolute mammoth of a diary. Goodbye, Dragon Scimitars. You have done well for me, but it's time to become cash. Back up over 2 mil. I do have a lot of alkables in the bank. I'm just way too lazy to alk them if they are below a 50k alk. But Ilswin over here, conveniently right by the bank, they are able to sell us some crystal items. They offer Crystal Shield, Bow, and Halberd for purchase. And I'm going to get that Hallie right away. The Crystal Halberd has a special attack where it hits large enemies twice, and it's a slow-hitting weapon, so a Chally special attack has potential to reach up to triple digits under the right conditions. The downside is that it's a 7-tick weapon, so its special attack is often used as a quote-unquote finisher, where you know you're not going to attack the boss for a little bit due to its mechanics, or it being at 0 HP now. For now, this is my best special attack weapon and something I'll use in many of my gear setups. The final tally of anti-venoms was 39. I converted all my antidote plus into anti-venoms, and each one of those gives me 3 minutes of venom protection and another 12 minutes of anti-poison protection. So this should be enough to get the 50 Vorkath kills, assuming I'm not dying every other kill. Otherwise, the potion tab is looking real good. Over 2,000 brews, over 1,000 restores, and over 1,000 supersets, so I'm stacked for months. Take number 2 on my Vorkath setup clip. You won't see the actual clip, but I did this whole ramble, and halfway through I realized I didn't have a salve equipped, and was like, well, I need to redo this. I did do 1 kill right after completing the quest, but the kill was so bad that I determined that my gear just wasn't there yet at the time, and I wasn't willing to do 50 of those kills. But I basically have my best in slot range gear on alongside the Elite Void, which I upgraded after the hard diary. I decided to use super anti-fires right now in order to be able to use the Book of Law, as every DPS counts here. But if I'm finding it too difficult to be on Mage Protect, I'll swap over to Anti-Dragon Shield and Range Protect. First kill down, doable, but long. I think unless I'm getting like consistent 3-minute kills or below 3 minutes, I'm not going to bother with multiple kill trips, as losing a kill is just going to get frustrating. Okay, much faster. I was cranking that kill, lots of rubies. Wow, 249 already. That is, I think about as fast as I'm going to get. The variability of Ruby proc strike, again, this one is a very, very, very long kill. Yeah, over 6 minutes. But the good news is I'm up to 10 KC. Most kills seem to be in that 4-minute range. I'd say probably with banking and getting back there, about 10 kills per hour with banking. 87 ranged. Every single level matters. More DPS here and more levels for the eventual corrupted Gauntlet grind. I'm going to need a lot of those. Kill count 46, and the head has been obtained. I was just mentally prepping myself for the clip at 50 where I was going to talk about how I wasn't lucky and had to get the guaranteed drop, but all's well that ends well. Overall, the Vorkath loot is pretty juicy. I can see why in like a pre-giant seaweed and sandstone grinding world that Vorkath was how people train crafting. But I'm happy with how everything went down here, but I will not, and I repeat not, be coming back here until I get some sort of Dragon Hunter item to make these kills 1.5 minutes instead of 3.5 minutes. To get the Avas assembler, you need to bring your Accumulator and 75 mithril arrows alongside the Vorkath head to get it upgraded. The tier 3 assembler has the best stats, even providing +2 range strength, but its power comes from the extra ammo save. With just the Accumulator, you save 72% of ammo, with 8% of it going to the ground. This means that if I don't pick up any ammo, each piece of ammo will last for about 3.5 shots on average, while the assembler saves 80% of ammo and brings it all back to your inventory, so that same ammo will now last on average for 5 shots. Essentially, this backpack upgrade makes my ammo last 40% longer. This is invaluable to an Ironman. It is time to start the Gauntlet. I've been putting this off for way too long. I was using the excuse that my wrists were broken, but really I was just stalling to push this back. But the account is in a really good spot. I have the Occult, I have Elite Void, I have the Assembler, I have all the Zenites. Basically, all I need to do whenever I want in the game is a couple grinds away. And the biggest one of those grinds is the Corrupted Gauntlet. The Enhanced Crystal Weapon Seed is a 1 in 400 drop, and that is used to make the Bofa, which is an Iron Man's best friend. Along the way, I also want to get 6 armor seeds to make full crystal armor, which is going to unlock the true power of the Bofa. Those are 1 in 50 drops, so I should hopefully have the set by 300 kill count. I did do 100 kill count on League, so I have some knowledge of how to prep and how the boss works, but it's still going to be a tough learning curve, but regular Gauntlet coming up to unlock the Corrupted Gauntlet. That wasn't too bad. I got the kill first try. Definitely really slow on the prep, but I've now unlocked the Corrupted Gauntlet, and I think I'm going to jump right into that. But to do Corrupted Gauntlet, because you only get 7.5 minutes, I'm really going to have to get better at getting the resources quickly. But let's hit the Corrupted Gauntlet now. Alright, good first attempt. I missed a prey flick there and got clapped to 49. A little unlucky, but hey, you gotta fail to learn, right? It won't be too long till I get it. I wasn't fully prepped, so I was never going to get the kill. And this is going to be death number 2, but I feel pretty good about it. I only had 10 fish going into the fight and got it to like 370-ish HP, so I think if I ever get a full T2 prep with 16 to 20 fish, that I'm definitely going to get the kill. Alright, was not clean, not in the slightest, but I got my Gauntlet cape and I am super happy. Took 2 deaths and 1 kill. Thank you for the cape game. I also lobbied twice on failed prep, so I got it on my 5th attempt total. I'm pretty proud of myself and really thought this was going to take 20 to 30 attempts before I quote-unquote got it, but I'll take it. I think my plan now is to focus on getting better at prep. If I can get consistent T2 preps, I'm going to feel super comfortable with this boss and start getting consistent kills. Alright, second kill, even slower. The loot is actually insane though. 120k cash and a lot of runes plus 9 crystal shards. I don't even want to know what this loot is going to look like by the time I'm done here. Oh my word, that was a long kill. I was on the final 100 HP for what felt like a solid 2 minutes. Very sketchy there, but good practice surviving. Does that count? Please tell me it counts. Oh no, it doesn't. That's such bullshit. I got Hunlift to 0 HP game. And that's it for the first day of Gauntlet. I'm getting a little bit better, not as much improvements as I thought after the first kill. And the big improvement point is going to be the tornado dodging on the final phase. I have too many stacked out tornado hits where I take all 4 of them at once and it kills me. But learning how to move around them is going to come with time. But for the first day, all things considered, I'm happy with getting 5 kills. And each day is going to get easier and easier and easier. In the interim, when I'm not doing CG, I'm going to be working on the 90 fletching grind that I started last video. Most of my time is going to be CG when I'm not working, but Lord knows that my hand can't take 8 hours straight of that nonsense. Hey, I finally improved my personal best from my first kill. Knocked off 15 seconds. Scoreboard right now has 10 completions and 10 deaths, and I'm slowly getting better. I hope that I never get to another point where the death count is higher than the kill count, and I just keep on getting better. It's funny, whenever I go fast, I seem to take a lot more damage. It's like Schrodinger's fish. Scoreboard up to 12 kills and 10 deaths. Funnily enough, that's now 7 kills in a row today without a death, so let's see how long I can keep that up. And the kill streak is over. Missed a flick, but I got 10 in a row, and now I get the shameful I didn't kill Hunlif loot and everyone gets to laugh at me. It took me 16 kills, but I finally got the 3-2-1 mage task for completing a full CG kill without taking any off prayer damage. It's a good sign going forward, but also kind of a bad sign that it took me 16 kills. This is the first Dragon Halberd of many. This is such a good drop. Each one outs for 150k, and it can drop up to 2, so that's going to print me a ton of GP. Oh shit, we got our first Crystal Armor Seed. That's huge. 1 out of 6 obtained. This is also the last kill at the end of day 2 for Corrupted Gauntlet. It started off really strong with that big kill streak, but then I hit 23 kills, and I just hit a wall. I was dying for like 2 hours straight, but hey, I kept the KD positive, persevered, and the game rewarded me with an Armor Seed. And that's the end of day 3 of CG. That's 15 kills for today and 40 total. I think 15 is a good number to go for on a work day, while on the weekend I may try to ramp that up to like 20 or 25 kills per day. It's been a good start to CG, that's for sure. 89 range, just doing a little bit of Nightmare Zone here to make CG a little bit easier. It's become my temporary work time AFK because, if I'm being honest, I don't really have anything better to AFK during the workday. I look through all the skills and everything either takes too much input for my workday or it just has a minimal impact on my current goals. This is going to be really good because more range levels means more DPS for Corrupted Gauntlet, and I get a ranged weapon in 2/3 of the kills, so that's faster kills, which means less fails overall. I seem to get like 200 to 300k per workday, depends on how many meetings I have, and I'm going to keep doing this, and maybe by the time I'm done with the Bofa grind, I'll have like 95 range or so. Plus, I'm also banking up all the Nightmare Zone points I will ever need to imbue all the items in the game, and I think that's about like 3 million more total points. And finally, the supply cost for this is basically nothing, as the absorption potions and the super ranging potions are all bought with Nightmare Zone points, and you profit on them, and the only cost is the ammo. And I'm currently using broad arrows, as I don't think they have any other use. So again, basically free. Had a hard clue and an elite clue in the bank that I finally decided to go do. I am so lazy with clues. Guess that since I'm getting elites from Corrupted Gauntlet, so I should do it. Do we get anything good? Nothing from the hard clue, and then the elite. Oh, that's a collection log slot. The Dragon Chain Ornament Kit. Good thing I have like 4 of those D-chains that I spooned. Okay, I like how it looks, but my bank space is very valuable right now, so it's gonna get stored in the house. Oh, there we go, a second armor seed. Hell yeah, it's great to be spooned here. Collection log wise, I'm up to the 2 armor seeds in 47 kills. Kill count 50 is done. I think that's the first ever Grandmaster task I've done on non-leagues. And that's going to be very valuable when the point-based combat achievements come out, because that means I will get 6 points. Absolutely rinsed through that Hunlift, just everything was hidden big. Yeah, 307 Hunlift time and an overall PB. 42? What? Okay, I think that's about as fast as I'm going to get pre-Chambers Prayers, just like almost all max hits there. 1111, Make a Wish. Well, it kind of half came true. Blood Runes, D-Halley, and Dragon Arrows. Basically the best non-unique drop out there for me. Ooh, an Elite Clue. This is my first one from CG. Not that that's fair to the drop rate, because I had an Elite in the bank for the first 40 or so kills. KC-wise, I'm up to 69 kills. Nice. And 36 deaths, so likely going to hit the 2-to-1 KD ratio sometime today. After about 4 Sherlock steps, got the Elite Clue Casket, and we picked up 2 uniques. One useful, well, useful is a strong word, in the Bandos page 2, and one cosmetic with the katana. Page-wise, that is the completed Bandos Godbook. I don't think it has any practical use for any methods out there, but maybe in the future it'll be useful somewhere niche anyways, but it's good to have it completed. End of day 4 of Corrupted Gauntlet, and 31 kills were had today. It's the first full weekend day of grinding. The KD ratio overall is now above 2, and my KD ratio on today specifically was over 3 with only 9 deaths today, so I'm getting better and better every day. Alright, this is starting to get a little not funny. I've now missed a 3rd Dextra scroll, but we're almost at a point where we have the personal points for a unique, so hoping the first can be a Dex coming up soon. Elite Clue number 2 from the Gauntlet, let's see what we get. Clue complete, there was only one Wildy step, and I always hate Wildy steps. Oh, a new Sarah Doman page. I think that also completes the Sarah book. I know we did complete the Bandos book earlier. And no, this is just the 3rd Sarah page. Still got one more to go for that book. There is kill count number 100 at the Corrupted Gauntlet. And no, we did not spoon the Bofa, at least yet. The collection log has started out okay. I am exactly on drop rate for Crystal Armor Seeds at 2 so far. But I am owed 2 weapon seeds plus a quarter of an enhanced weapon seed at this stage. But I'm not going to judge it until I'm done here. I went ahead and put the loot for the first 100 Corrupted Gauntlets in the inventory here, and it's super good. Like, it sucks to go dry a Corrupted Gauntlet. Not saying I am dry yet. I'm only 100 in. But if you're doing 1,000 total kills here, just imagine all these stacks being 10 times as big. It's a lot of elks, a lot of dragon arrows, a lot of good runes, and bank crafting experience. The total GP value right now is 27.6 mil, which is kind of carried by the Crystal Armor Seeds, as they're about 6 mil each right now. Plus, I don't have any supply costs because it's a dungeoneering style fight where you bring nothing in, so it's all pure profit right here in the inventory. With the first 100 kills down, I'm going to end the video here. From Elite Void to the Assembler to starting CG, we got a lot done here, and look forward to next time where I lock myself into the Red Prison. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But past that, I'll catch you in the next one.